Alright, I'm putting the end of this video first because I want to warn you. This turntable was a nightmare. I got it to a point where it's working, and I can take you through all that, but this is a video where if you're sensitive to me kind of getting really frustrated and maybe bleeping out, there's a lot of stuff I'm bleeped out, just language, this may not be the video for you. If you want to see me get really frustrated and call this turntable a bunch of names, by all means continue watching the video, but this turntable is not for the faint of heart. It's not for someone who is not intimately familiar with this design, and this is not a beginner's turntable because this is going to have all sorts of issues and all sorts of really weird adjustments. The service manual is really lacking in a lot of detail. So anyway, just to put a warning out there for you, this is not one of my finer moments. I was thinking about not putting it out there, but somebody might find it entertaining where I'm, cursing this thing out. I didn't even do the dust cover because it's really bad. I think somebody had put some maybe bottles of nail polish remover or something on here because those are burn marks and not even worth going in and trying to polish it. So anyway, if you continue watching the video, enjoy. If not, I'll catch you in the next one. Okay, next Goodwill find, Phillips 212. And this is, I've had to buy some parts for this. I have some more parts coming. So today what I'm going to do is the initial eval, show you what's going on with it. And then we'll get into repair. So I did have to purchase a used dust cover for this. And it's a really weird, oddly shaped one. So this is out on eBay. It wasn't super expensive. It's not in the best shape, but turntables with dust covers are easier to sell, even if they're not perfect. So let's see what this is doing. So the belt is melted on this. So the platter's not going to spin, but I want to show you a couple of things here. And I need to turn my PC off. Okay. All right, so what's supposed to happen? Well, first, number one, what's working? The tone arm elevator, the anti-skate seems to work. I can't really verify that right now. So tone arm elevator is good. If you watch the motor, and I'll put a little piece of tape here so you can see that it's running. Right, if I hit 45, it spins, and I can stop it. If I hit 33, nothing happens unless I use a screwdriver and just tap it. At least that's what it was doing yesterday. Yeah, so if I use a screwdriver and tap it, you see the light comes on, and then it'll run. But if I just use my hand, and I don't know if that's like because it's metal or if it's because I'm just hitting it. Yeah. Weird. So there's supposed to be a light here, light here, light. I don't know if there's a stop light or not. But I have a kit coming with lamps and a belt, because I don't have a belt that's anywhere close to the size this one would need. So it's doing that weird thing. So I have to look at that. This is locked in position. This is a floating, like a sub-chassis. So what I'm going to do today, while I'm waiting on parts, before the heat gets to me today, it's 87 in the garage, is I'm going to do a cosmetic cleanup. I'm going to replace that tone arm stand. This thing's pretty dirty. I think it'll clean up pretty nice. This is broken. I'm going to just glue that in position. I think I can do that. I need to see exactly what is going on there, though. Oh, no, there it... Oh, okay. Maybe it was just dirty. Interesting. I haven't really looked closely at this one at all. Come on. It just wants to keep running. And I won't shut off. I'll see if we can get that sorted out. So I have purchased parts for this, so hopefully I didn't just throw some money away. Alright. We'll do a deeper clean once I hopefully get it working. Just kind of wipe this off for now. A little bit cleaner. Oh, I unplugged it. Alright, so here's the goofy thing about this turntable. It's got 3 screws that hold the bottom plate on, and they are a standard, not Phillips. And you've got to do like voodoo magic to get these things to line up. And it took me a good probably 5 or maybe 10 minutes to get these lined up to where I could actually thread the screw in there. So I'm going to take this apart and leave it apart while I'm waiting for the lamps to come in for those controls. And this thing wants to tip all the time. Definitely not one of the better tables in the bunch. I've read good things about how they sound, but I've read some bad things about maintenance, and we're going to find out just how difficult this is to work on. Okay, there we go. Oops, he told you that top just likes to float away. Okay. So I'm going to pull this off like so. Here is the tone arm elevator, or the tone arm stand, I should say. This thing's going to want to just flop all over the place. It's mounted underneath here. It's a screw. Can you hear in my voice how excited I am? What a goofy design. So I need a small flathead, and it's going to fall. I already know it's going to fall. And gosh, this thing is so... There are no quick connects or anything for the cabling, so totally at the mercy of... Oh, there's my phone. I hope that screw doesn't fall. Okay. So I'm just going to unscrew the screw from the bottom of the new one. Dog's barking right on cue, because they're wonderful. And I'm holding that screw in position with the screwdriver just so I can tighten it, and that should do it. Awesome. And it locks in place. It's kind of a, it's got some grooves in there. So, all right. So I'm, as I mentioned, I'm going to be waiting on the belt and the lamps to come in. So I am going to, I'm not going to screw this back together because it would take too long to do that. I'm just going to set it over here to the side, loose on the base like so. But there's the new tone arm stand. Just curious to see what is going on with speed control now. Stop. All right. Hey, look, got 33 to work. No light, but 33 is working. Cool. Awesome. All right, we'll pick it up in part 2 when I get the speed, or the lamps and the speed and everything measured, and we'll hopefully give it a listen. So one thing I will cover with this is the head shell has a sled, kind of like a dual, right? There's nothing that locks this in place though, but here's the sled. And again, I've heard that these sound pretty good. They're just not what I would consider real high quality. It's kind of like a Thorns design though. Decent design it seems. The platter is actually, it doesn't look like it would be heavy, but it's actually got some weight to it. So anyway, it's going to be boring watching me just kind of finish cleaning this off. So stay tuned for part 2 when we see if we can get this beast working and try to find it a new home where someone can enjoy it.